Oh, I literally feel dizzy.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna die. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. This is the final part 3 of our Japan trip, and this is Osaka. Here we are, we've just arrived at the station, and we're basically just trying to get a taxi so we can head to our hotel. There's a little shot of the trains. It kind of reminded me of a scene from anime. They always show like the train departing. And you can see Osaka, like pretty much every city we went to in Japan, is super clean. We did see a homeless person though, which is still pretty rare. I know there are homeless people in Japan, but just not, you won't see them as much. It's kind of like surprising if you do see one. And they also had some street lights out. I don't know why. I think maybe that's just how Kyoto is, because it wasn't Christmas, it was November when we went. But here's the rooftop bar at the hotel we were at. It was a very like modern hotel. It had this really pretty autumn theme going on, and like the little bells were ringing. I don't know what you call them, but it was really cute. So we didn't do anything that night, so we just went straight to bed. But the next morning, this is us walking up these long ass stairs. So today we are seeing Osaka Castle. It's a really hot day, and I chose to wear a long line leather jacket and heels. It was a super long walk, and like I said, for some reason we wore heels. I think we all brought a spare pair of shoes, but still, like, we wore heels on the way there. What for your mum? Which was so unnecessary, and I was wearing a leather jacket as well. It was still kind of hot. Pretty cool castle. Like, it's interesting what the word castle means in each country. Like, each country's version of a castle is very different, which is pretty cool. Oh, this was so cute. The staff closed the curtains swiftly after, because a huge crowd of people were gathering to watch these little dogs, and they are really tiny. Like, I've never seen, I know they're babies, but I swear puppies like are not that small. It's almost like they shrunk a full grown dog. Like, I can't explain it. They were super cute. How can you be so small?
They love a double denim, don't they? Look, all of them. There's 3.
Honestly, Osaka was really cool. Like, it's a really, really cool city. There's lots to do. I think, I don't know, do I prefer it to Tokyo? Like, Tokyo's so busy. But, like, I feel like everywhere in Japan is so busy, to be honest. Is that curry?
Where?
This place. This is Indian, no? Or something? Oh no, Bohemia. There were some really cute little side streets, and there was a lot of like boutique clothing shops, and you definitely have to grab something there if you're in Osaka, because they're just so unique. Like, the clothes are just really unique. Even though when we went back to Tokyo, I saw someone wearing the same hoodie I bought in Osaka. I was like, okay, maybe not that unique, but still pretty cute. The gongcha! Oh, mango gongcha. Oh, I miss you so much.
Look, there's a weed. You can buy weed from there.
Oh god, my skin is still not great. It's getting better by this point, but it was not great still. Not the worst it was on the trip, but not great. With my friends, getting some pictures outside that really cool shop. I can't remember if that's the one I got my hoodies from, but here's a nice little view of everything going on the street rack. It's so like lively. I can't describe it. I feel like because it's so densely populated, it is so lively. But then again, we are in like the city centre. Every city centre's lively. Like, so is Oxford Square, Oxford Circus, whatever. And here we are at the sneaker shop. They had some crazy sneakers, and the price was so good. I literally feel dizzy. It's time for lunch. I think. Otherwise, I'm gonna die. So I bought these because I don't think I bought them from here. Oh no, I did buy them from here. This is a different store. And I got those for like £50. Do you know how crazy that is? They're usually like 95. Like, the exchange rate is exchanging, please. If you were in Japan, you're gonna have to buy a suitcase. Also, after this, I was so violently ill. I definitely caught some kind of virus, but I was struggling to get this footage. I was sweating, I had a migraine, like my eyes, my vision, it wasn't blurry, my eyes just hurt so bad. Like I had light sensitivity, and look where we are. I mean, worst place ever to have light sensitivity. And so much noise, and it was so packed, like I really couldn't enjoy it. And we had to go to Don Quixote to get a flipping suitcase, which is the most sensory overload place ever. And after this, we went home, like we bought a suitcase, we went home. Like I was crying in the taxi because I felt so ill. Like I've never felt illness like that before. So yeah, be aware of viruses in Asia because they are strong. A cute little couple walking home or going out to dinner, whatever they're doing. That was sweet. Never let people tell you that everybody in Japan is single. And there's the Don Quixote with a roller coaster built into the building. Pretty cool. I wish we'd gotten to ride that, but I was so ill. I had to stay home at the hotel, and my friends went out and they saw everything in the city, got ready and like did some stuff, but I just could not do it. I was so ill. I had to take a whole day off, so I missed a whole day in Osaka, which is really sad. And I got some freshly squeezed orange juice because I thought the vitamin C might help me. Honestly, I was so ill to the point that I didn't have health insurance, but I was considering paying £250 for A&E so that maybe I could get like an IV or something. So bad. Literally so bad. Anyway, a day later, I actually ended up feeling so much better. I was still ill, but at least I was on my feet, and my headache or my migraine was gone. So we're headed to Universal Studios. And here we are, Universal Studios. This was such a fun day. So we've just arrived, getting some pics of the entrance. It was really nice weather as well. Still a bit chilly. Like, definitely need a jacket, I would say. But it was visually really nice. Like the weather was good. We are inside Universal Studios. So this is us first getting in, and it has this giant like rooftop kind of thing covering up the entrance gate. And it was pretty cool. They had a lot of cool stuff in there. They even had like an old cinema showing like Universal Studios classics, like the thing from, what do you call it? The classics, like Alfred Hitchcock films and like the old mummy films and stuff like that. Not the Labubu. Because we'd missed out on going to South Korea, we were thinking of going to Tokyo Disney World or Land. I don't know which one it is, but like we thought, we've done Universal. Let's just not go to Disney World. Also, my friends caught my illness, so we were all pretty much wrecked when we got back to Tokyo. So it was probably for the best we didn't do anything. Like we really lost 2 days, which is quite sad. Oh, I just love a theme park. Okay, I'm really sad. We couldn't film on this ride, but this was basically the Jaws ride, and it was so freaking good. This is us in line. You guys are basically getting swung back and forth because I didn't know I was recording. But yeah, the line was so freaking long, and I don't mean with people, I mean like the way the gate was set up. Like it was so long. But it was a boat ride, and it had loads of pyrotechnics, and it had a mechanical shark, and the lady was acting as a tour guide. She had like a shotgun. It was so good. I wish I could have filmed it for you guys. And here's the Jurassic Park ride. This was so freaking good. The rides were so good. You could even listen to your own music. Like you could choose on one of the rides, I don't think it was this one, but you could choose whether you wanted to go backwards or forwards. And you could also pick what music you wanted to listen to whilst you're on the ride, which is pretty cool. Us probably trying to find our way again. And they had some cute little Kirby balloons. Oh, wait, that's not Kirby. I can't remember what the mushroom is called. But I really wanted one, but I just knew it'd be a waste. They had a Hollywood Walk of Fame, I think that's what they call it, which was kind of cool. Because obviously Universal Studios, they make a lot of films and have made a lot of films for a very long time. And like I was saying, they even had some of the classic Universal Studios films playing at the cinema. They had stuff like Alfred Hitchcock films, and they also had like the thing from the Blue Lagoon, I think, like those kind of classic films. And there's Hello Kitty World. This was definitely the more kiddie area, which is so fair. I mean, it's a theme park. There's going to be kids. It was really cute. We didn't really explore much of this, if I'm being honest, but they had like a lot of little cute things in the window, like cute things to dress your kid in. We don't have kids, so moot point. We were trying to find Harry Potter World. No, we were trying to find Nintendo World. It was so hard to find the entrance to Nintendo World. It was crazy. And I can't remember if you had to pay like a separate fee. I think you did have to pay a separate fee for Nintendo World. Or either the line was so long that we were like, nah. Because obviously we had to get back to Tokyo today. this is what it is. The Universal Monster Show. Let's see, what's on? No idea. A classic. What is that? Another classic. Vertigo, that's it. Vertigo by Alfred Hitchcock. I still haven't watched that, so I probably need to add that to the list. And here we are entering Harry Potter World. At the entrance, there's Harry's car that we just missed as we've already walked past it. But they've got all the stalls as if you're like a student picking up your supplies for the first day of Hogwarts. And here we go under the little like archway entrance. But yeah, you can get yourself a wand. It was extremely expensive, and frankly, I know people love Harry Potter, but I feel like people who are not British love Harry Potter more than British people. Like, I am not spending £45 on a piece of plastic or wood. No. They also had wizard cloaks. Like, they were pretty good quality. Like, I would say they're pretty good quality, but again, I'm a 26-year-old woman. I don't need a wand or a wizard cloak. They were also selling butterbeer. I've heard that it's really just like a fizzy drink. Didn't buy it. Didn't want to. I was ill. And they've just got a whole bunch of stalls basically, and a bunch of stuff you can see. They've got like a little news agents. Like, it's almost like the way it's shown in the film, where you've got the moving newspaper of Sirius Black, which you'll see in a moment when it comes up. All these cool little ornaments in the window shop. Oh, this is the shop where they sell. This is the shop where they sell the cloaks and wands and all that stuff. Like, yeah, they're pretty good quality. I'm just not paying for that. And there is, I think that's Hogwarts in the distance. Yeah, that is Hogwarts. I wish we could, like, I wish it was an actual thing that you could go inside, but it's more of an ornament. I mean, and it is pretty big in itself, but I think a real Harry Potter experience would be being able to go inside Hogwarts. But it would be a freaking job to build that. And like, how much money would it really make, and how long would it take to pay, you know, get the return on investment on something that big? The butterbeer stall.
Apparently it's not that good.
And then this is us actually queuing up for the ride. It was freaking fantastic. I sat next to an absolute stranger and we had a jolly good time together. Honestly, it was so fun.
That was crazy.
I'd do that one more time. I would.
I remember one time we went to Thorpe Park and it was empty and we went on every ride like 2 or 3 times. It was so good.
I would.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, we had the whole park to ourselves. It was the weirdest experience. We're outside.
And then I think this is when we... Oh yeah, this is when we were heading home. You can tell by the daylight, it's nice and golden
For
hour.
some reason, shake
And this was Food City. Like, they had
So they
everything.
feed us when we leave.
Like, everything, man. Like, there's a Shake Shack over there. There's a bunch of stuff. We didn't actually end up eating, but this would have been a good place to eat. But to be fair, it's very westernized. It's not like you can't get Shake Shack in the UK. So us leaving the theme park through the Nintendo arches. And then at Osaka Station, when we're heading to Japan, they had the famous jiggly cheesecake. Oh my god, I was like, I can't leave Japan without getting this, but I didn't know where the hell to get it. Because I'll be honest, I didn't do a very good job at looking, but like, still, I'm so glad I got it. I'll be honest, if you have a really big sweet tooth, this is not for you, because it's more like egg. It's more like, it's very subtly sweet, which I quite like. I wish it was sweeter, to be honest, but it also has raisins on the bottom, which I'm not crazy about, but sadly I was ill, so I couldn't enjoy it as well as I'd like to. Oh, they were so fresh. I wish I'd eaten it like fresh hot, but I think I sat it in the fridge and had it when I felt a little bit better. Damn. Look at that jiggle. My god. They're so beautiful. People were buying like 3 or 4. I was like, just one please. And it was only £5. How freaking good is that for a whole cake? Oh my god. And so a final skin check, and you can see my skin has improved so much. Yeah, so time to head home. We were so ill. I felt so bad for the taxi driver because he had a mask on his chin, but it was off, and all I could hear, I was feeling more better than my friends at this point, and all I could hear was like and like so much sneezing, and I literally just saw him like slyly put his mask back on his face, and I was like, damn man. Yeah, but this is us driving, getting dropped off at the airport early, like 6 a.m. I feel like, I can't remember what time our flight is. Oh yeah, we were supposed to be flying with a different airline, but the way we were flying, the seats were overbooked, so we were scared that we wouldn't be able to get on. So we ended up booking with Japan Airlines because we just wanted to get home. I was being really stubborn. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait, and I bet we'll get on that flight. And my friends were just like, stop being stubborn. And I was like, yeah, you're right, I don't want to get left behind. So we ended up on JAL. I actually had there was actually so many empty seats. It was so good. Like, people had whole rows free. And there you can see the flight that we were actually meant to be on. It actually did end up with some empty seats, but yeah, we just went on that flight. But yeah, here's to take off. And the takeoff was so clean, man. Oh, the city looks so good. The city looks crazy from above. It's a really beautiful city, but it is so densely populated, and it is so, there's so many buildings, like way more dense than London. Look at that, Mount Fuji, probably the best view of Mount Fuji. Like, that was a great view of the whole city, to be honest. Stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. And a real bird's eye view of the city next to the water, the coast. Honestly, this was such a great flight, honestly. clouds. Oh, and when I woke up, this was what I woke up to, because we basically flew around the world. So this is the way that we went on the way back, and I woke up to this stunning, I think this was Iceland or something. Was it Iceland? I think it was Iceland or Greenland. Yeah, but I woke up to this stunning view. It was great. And here we are, close to landing. And you can see my skin actually took a turn for the worst. It was so dry. Every time I'd get up, it was so dry. This is me trying to wipe off the dead skin because it was so flaky. Like I had the worst skin on this holiday. Ugh, it was so bad. And then the next day, I'm still ill. I sweated in bed. This was so cool. So the next day I actually attended a ladies event organized by somebody I know. I was like, you organized all of this? Oh my god, go you. And they had a live band. It was so freaking good. But yeah, I was so ill the day before this because literally I flew back the night before. I sweated through my bed, through all my pajamas. I was so ill. I was like, how the hell am I going to go to this? But I was like, I promised I would go. And the girl knew I was going to Japan, but she was like, please try and make it. I was like, okay, cool. And everything was paid for. I was so drunk. Like, we started drinking at 2 p.m. Every drink was paid for. You can just tell I am like so drunk. And I'm living my best life also. Like, live band, live performances. I'm living my best life. I almost got voted best dressed. Oh, and I almost fell down the stairs. Like, I was living. Okay, so I look gross. I'm literally have makeup on from last night. I came back from Japan on Friday. It's Sunday afternoon. I just thought I would record this outro for my Japan vlog whilst I still have makeup on, even though I look crusty. I look really crusty. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching my Japan vlog. Hopefully that gives anybody who's thinking about going to Japan an idea of what it's like. And obviously I've gone before the tourism changes, so things might change again. I think they're going to be tightening up due to like tourist behaviour. But all I would say is that if you treat Japan well, it will treat you well. If you treat the Japanese people well, they will treat you well. I would say like my favourite thing about Japan was honestly the Japanese people. They were so lovely. Like they were so kind, they were so happy. Like with the Japanese economy being down, the fact that they are so happy and so prideful in their work, it kind of gave me a new feeling of motivation, especially in Kyoto when we did the police tour. Like the way that they were so prideful in the job that they were doing, the fact that they don't take tips because they find it to be distasteful, all this kind of stuff, even in the face of a bad economy and like a weakening currency, the fact that they're so resilient. Yeah, sure, there was a few grumpy people, but it was in a very specific context and I understand why. But honestly, I think my favorite thing about Japan was the Japanese people. If you're gonna go to Japan, learning a few phrases like thank you and please and all that kind of stuff, it really does go a long way, and you can see how happy it makes the Japanese people when you speak their language to them. So yeah, if you're gonna go, respect the rules. Some of the rules, like with the jaywalking when there's no cars at 2 a.m. and the literal gap will be this big and people still won't cross. That's the only thing that annoyed me, but if you respect the Japanese rules, learn a few phrases, be polite, don't act a fool, and don't show your ass in their country, you will have an amazing time. And honestly, with the yen being down, oh my god, it was so cheap. But yeah,
I hope you enjoyed watching my video. I'll catch you later. Bye.